All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Aida Salazar, and I am the temporary moderator throughout the day during our Children's Day of Action Storybirds Read Aloud. We are going to be having different moderators come in throughout the day who are going to be hosting and speaking and with the different creatives who come on, and we will be helping you find your donation links because this is also a fundraiser. Although this is free to the community, we're hoping that people will uh, donate, and 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 we're here to commemorate the 1 year anniversary of the children of Gaza conducting a press conference for pleading for their humanity, for the war to end, in front of Al Shifa Hospital. And we, as children's book creators at the Story Sunbirds, wanted to do something, but we didn't know what. And so we pulled together this all-day marathon read aloud so that we could do that. And all right, so next up is one of my favorite books right now. It's called A Map for Palestine, and this is by Maysa Odeh. And Susan is here already. All right, Susan, Susan is up next, and we're going to just hide her for a second, and then we're gonna go. But for right now, let's look at Maysa's work. Just a second. Give me a second. Okay. Just 1 second. Sometimes having lots of tabs open isn't isn't the best. All right. Okay, enjoy A Map for Palestine by Maysa Odeh.
My name is Maysa Odeh. I'm the author of A Map for... Hello, everyone. My name is Maysa Odeh. I'm the author of A Map for Palestine, illustrated by Alia Beitawi, and I'm going to be sharing my story with you guys today. I hope you enjoy it. A Map for Palestine. One morning, Philistine's teacher showed her class a map of the world. "Can each of you tell us where your family is from?" she asked. The children gathered in a circle and began sharing their stories with pride. But when it was her turn, Celestine searched the map and found nothing. "Miss Baker, why isn't Palestine on the map?" Miss Baker looked at the map. "I think there's no such place," Miss Baker said. Celestine was troubled, confused, and curious. She needed to ask more questions. When she got home, Celestine's grandpa was tending his grapevines. When he saw her, he beamed like he was seeing the sun rise for the first time, the way he always did. "How was your day, Habibti?" he asked. As she watered the flowers, Celestine told her grandpa what had happened with her teacher. "Jinto, why isn't Palestine on the map?" Jinto looked into her eyes with concern. Then he took out his notepad from his pocket and he began to draw. First, an outline of what seemed to be an ancient tooth, like the fossils in Philistine's dinosaur book. Then, ocean waves to the west, lines and borders to the east. With a steady hand, he drew little circles and gave life to cities and villages with names she had not heard before. He labeled one of those circles Awada, our home. When he was finished, he tore the paper out, folded it carefully, and gave it to Philistine. Here is your map, Omri, he said, a gift from me to you. Your teacher needs teaching. You can show this to her, so all of your friends can learn too. When Philistine went inside, her grandma was making her favorite treat, spinach pies. She washed her hands so she could help. As she filled delicate parcels of dough with a special blend of spinach, walnuts, sumac, and spicy red pepper flakes, Celestine asked, Teta, why isn't Palestine on the map? Teta's eyes looked through Celestine, and she spoke as if she was in another world. The soldiers came with their tanks and guns. I carried your mother in my arms and ran to the Jordan River to protect our family from harm. They destroyed our villages and gave them new names. They burned the fields and olive trees. We left our homes and many loved ones behind. But I've held on, our house key. Tita unclasped the necklace she always wore and draped it around Philistine's neck. Philistine reached up to touch it, an iron key as old and precious as Teta. After Isha prayer, when she was snuggled in bed, Philistine told her mama about her day, her teacher, and the map of.
Okay, you know what? Thank you, Dr. Carla España, for letting me know that the screen is paused. I am so sorry. Let me see if I can fix it. I'm trying. It's telling me here that the screen is paused, but it is not. It's not unpausing. Gosh. Let me see. I'm not sure why it's doing that. No. Let's see. I have no idea. Let's see. I'm going to stop the share real quick and make sure that I've got, mm, yeah, I'm going to refresh this Zoom. Let's see, refreshing this. And then let me see.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maysa Odeh.
And I'm going to share. Let me try again to share. I'm so sorry. Such a all right, thank you so much for letting me know. All right. All right, I think that's it. I'm not sure why it did it, but says you are screen sharing. Let's see. All right, let's try this again.
Philistine, illustrated by Adia Beitawi, and I'm going to be sharing my story with you guys today. I hope you enjoy it. About for Philistine.
Oh, still frozen. Gosh, I'm not sure why. Huh. Okay. Ugh. Shoot. I am not sure why it's doing that. It's really frustrating. Okay, what we're gonna do, it's 5:54. And I'm sorry, it's gonna be 9 o'clock your time if you're on the West Coast. It's 5:54 on my side. Where I'm on the West Coast. On the East Coast, it's gonna be 9 o'clock, and that's when we'll have Susan Mouadraji come on. So in the meantime, we're gonna have to share a map for Palestine a little bit later, and but in the meantime, I'm gonna share a selection from A Million Kites. It's a book of testimonies and poems from the children of Gaza that were collected between 2023 and 2024. It was compiled and translated and edited by Leila Bukarim and designed and illustrated by Asaf Luzon. And I'm going to read you one tiny little bit here. I saved my books. They mean the world to me. I used to take them everywhere I went, and my certificates, all of them. I took my brother's as well. I love to learn. If my books got destroyed, my whole childhood would be destroyed. I would have lost everything. I want to become an engineer. My dream would have been destroyed. I was studying that night. I put everything in my backpack just in case. So when it did happen, I took them all with me. So I want to show you the image. Oh, I hope you could see it. Let's see. There you go. I hope you could see this image. The little child wanting to be an engineer and all of their family, all of their family's possessions on this little cart pulled by a donkey. This is called Odeh, Just Wait a Moment. It's a poem by Mariam al-Khatib. Excuse the pronunciation. The age is not known. It's a child from Gaza. I want him to ask me how I will choose him. Alone, full, happy. I need him to warn me so I can fix my hair and count the stars one last time. I need death to wait for just a moment. In the sands over there is my head, and in the sky my hand. I want to die with 2 hands and 1 head and many dreams. I want to make sure you could see that. Again, these are voices and testimonies and poems from the children of Gaza, collected by Leila Bukarim and designed and illustrated by Asaf Luzon. And it's called A Million Kites. It's a beautiful book. We're going to compile a list of all of the books shared, and we're going to share that on our Story Sunbirds Instagram. And so you'll have you'll be able to see and follow up with all of the things that we'll be sharing today. We're just so proud and so happy that you're here with us today. All right, and at any moment, we are going to have Susan Mouadraji join us. But in the meantime, if you can see in the chat, I will share something. Just a second. I'm going to share a copy of our lineup for today. Okay, and then at some point we're going to have to come back to a map of a map for Palestine, because unfortunately I'm not so sure why this starts out fine and then it just starts pausing the video. And I'm waiting for our master tech person, our webinar master, Alex, to wake up. They're on the the West Coast, and so they're still asleep. And so once they wake up, we'll be able to share more videos. But in the meantime, we'll have this to share. And let me But in the meantime, take a look at the chat, and in the chat um, you could see the lineup. And if you can't, I'm about to put it on again so that you have it handy. Um, They'll come in a couple. And all of these are subject to change because this is live. It's like it's 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 not a perfect science, and humans are humans, and technology is what technology is. So take a look at that beautiful lineup, and I hope that you'll be popping in and out today and catching as much of it as you can from your screens. And of course, I am going to share my uh, our fundraiser link because it's really important. Whoops, excuse. It's really important for you to be able to support the Middle East Children's Alliance, especially during this time where our entire nation is in upheaval. Um, it is not unlinked to what is happening to Gaza. Um, and and it's not happening to Gaza, but what Israel is doing to Gaza. And so I want to urge you to support the Middle East Children's Alliance. Their work is invaluable. They're providing food, medicine, psychological help, children's programming, shelter. They're doing so much despite the circumstances. So please donate, and remember um, that if you donate, you will be entered. And send us a receipt, and I'll put the email in the chat. But once you send us a receipt um, of your donation, you can be entered into a giveaway for a signed copy of a book from one of the creators today. Okay. All right. So it looks like Susan's here. Yay, Susan. I'm going to stop this recording, and I'm going to start again.